All right, so welcome to the training. Today I'm going to talk about motivation. Um, or motivation is bullshit. I had to get your people's attention, so that's why I called it that title. So motivation, it's like a spark to get started, right? But relying solely on motivation is like a recipe for inconsistency and disappointment. So true lasting success, especially in weight loss, comes from developing discipline. So I'm going to kind of give you 10 reasons why motivation won't work. All right. So reason number one, motivation is fleeting, which means it's temporary. It's a temporary emotional state, and it's influenced by mood, environment, or any other type of external factors. So an example, would be you might feel motivated after watching inspiring weight loss story or scrolling through some transformation posts. But when you're tired and after a long day, that motivation fades and you skip your workout. Discipline will create routines that don't rely on feelings. So schedule workouts at a consistent time and make them a non-negotiable. All right. Number two, it doesn't address the underlying habits. So motivation can get you started, but it doesn't fix the habits that led to the weight gain in the first place. Okay. Motivation to meal prep 1 week won't change the habit of reaching to junk food during stress. All right. So the solution would be focus on building disciplined habits that batch cooking, basically cooking healthy meals on a weekly basis and keeping snack options, open and visible. Reason number three, motivation is reactionary. So motivation is often triggered by some sort of something external and it fades when the trigger disappears. So you might feel motivated to lose weight before a vacation, but then like after the trip, that desire kind of fizzles out and the motivation's gone. So discipline will ensure consistency regardless of external events, and that is the whole goal. So aim for long-term health, not short-term results. Number four, uh, it doesn't thrive in discomfort. So motivation crumbles when things get hard or progress stalls. So you start strong and then the skill doesn't move for a few weeks and you lose your motivation or your drive to continue. Discipline will keep you going even through plateaus. So celebrating, we call them non-skill victories, NSVs, like better sleep, more energy, fitting in your clothes better. Those are the things that are going to keep you going. Number five, halfway there, it overemphasizes willpower. So motivation relies on willpower, which is a super limited resource. So you might resist cookies all day, but then you give in at night because motivation and willpower are depleted. They're gone. So discipline will remove the need for constant willpower. So if the cookies aren't in the house, you don't have to rely on self-control. So that comes back to changing your environment, which I think I talked about last week or the week before. Number six, it's too outcome focused. So motivation often fixates on the end goal, not the daily actions that you need to do to get there. So we're always talking about the process, not the outcome. The outcome will happen. We just have to keep doing the process. So waiting to lose 20 pounds may feel motivating, but focusing solely on that goal can make things seem pretty overwhelming. So discipline will shift that focus to daily actions. So getting in your steps, getting in your hydration, your water, getting your sleep, getting in your nutrition, getting in your movement, mindset, all those things are the process, not the outcome. Number seven, it's easily derailed. Yeah, I mean, how many times are you motivated and then it's just gone, right? So motivation can be thrown off by setbacks or, bad days. So since, eating a slice of cake at a party, might lead to abandoning your plan entirely because motivation is tied to perfection. So if you kind of go off your plan a little bit, you throw up your hands and you say F it and you just kind of go back to your own ways or just go on a binge spree or whatever it is. So discipline will acknowledge imperfection. So one misstep, it doesn't undo all your progress. It's just part of the process. It's going to be an imperfect journey, and accepting that and establishing that discipline to understand that is important. So three more. Number 8. It can't compete with instant gratification. So motivation struggles against the allure of short-term pleasures. So examples would be watching TV feels more rewarding in the moment than going for a walk or hitting the gym. So discipline will prioritize the long-term rewards over the instant gratification. So building a habit of exercising at a specific time each day, and it's just, you're making that workout part of your identity. Okay, it's just something you do every day. Number 9, it doesn't create a strong why. So motivation often it lacks a deep purpose or connection to personal values. So wanting to look good for an event like like a graduation or you're going on a trip, that will spark the motivation, but it won't sustain you after the event's over. You know, we get a lot of I get a lot of people that want to look good for like a wedding coming up, but that can't be your why because what happens once the wedding's over? You just let everything go. So discipline connects the actions to meaningful goals, like improving your health or being active with your kids or grandkids or avoiding life-related diseases. Those are all meaningful goals. Not that losing weight's not meaningful or looking good for an event is not meaningful, but it's not a long-term solution as far as like because what happens once you hit your goal? Like what do you celebrate then? So it's still doing the daily actions each day. Last one, number 10, my favorite, the all or nothing. So motivation encourages extremes. Either you're all in or you're all out. Anybody ever feel like that? So feeling motivated to start on a strict diet will typically lead to burnout or binging when the motivation wanes because any type of restriction is not a sustainable approach. It's not a lifestyle. So discipline will foster balance. So it allows yourself some small indulgences without guilt. So your approach is sustainable. Like giving yourself permission to have something and planning for it. So having an ice cream, you're planning for it in your day and it's something that you're looking forward to and it allows you to enjoy the food you like, but in moderation. All right, so kind of the takeaways from this is motivation is a spark. It's good, like good place to start, but discipline is the engine. Excuse me. So discipline builds habits and systems that work regardless of how you're feeling that day. Like if I if I didn't work out every day, I didn't feel like it, I would never work out because I really never feel like working out. But after I do it, I feel great. So I have the discipline to work out every day, even though I don't look forward to it. Some people do, but I don't. So my progress and everybody's progress will come from a lot of people jumping on late here. All right, sorry. Progress comes from consistent discipline actions, not just bursts of motivation. All right, so start small, choose an area of your life where you can replace motivation with discipline. So maybe it's committing to a 15-minute walk daily or even a 5-minute walk. You know, 5 minutes is better than no minutes. All right, so you got a 15-minute walk daily or you're prepping your snacks for the week. You're building on these wins, and over time, discipline will eventually take over where motivation falls short. All right, so that's what I got for you guys. Any questions? This is exciting actually having people on here. What's up, Miranda? What's up, April? Amy? You guys can speak. I'll let you. Everybody must just be listening. All right, so we'll try to keep these things anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes, so they're quick little bites, and then we'll eventually, when we launch the community, which will be next week, we'll do like question and answer and stuff like that. But you guys will have coaches, so probably don't have a whole lot of questions for me, unless you want to get like a different perspective. But so if nobody has any questions, I will let you all go. I'll give it a couple seconds here. You can at least say hi. Come off mute and say hi. All right. Christiane's the only one who said hi to me. Oh, I got a hi in the chat. All right, guys. We'll post this in the replay section. So if you guys haven't seen that, if you go into the classroom, we just added this. If you scroll down, there's a replay section that'll have. I think this is the third one so far in this community, but they'll be there moving forward. I'll see you guys in VIP. Take care. Bye bye.